Hi everyone. Today in this video we are going to understand what is a loop in Java and what are the different types of loops available in Java, and we are going to see each one with some example step by step. So first we need to understand what is a loop in Java. Basically, loop in Java is a block of code that will get executed repeatedly until a condition is met or become false. So here we can see an example. This is the structure of while loop, like we need to use while, then condition, and as long as this condition is true, the code below this in this block will get executed. So this is a simple format of while. Similar way we have for and do while loops. So we are going to see each one with some example. So before we go ahead, please do not forget to like, subscribe and share. So first of all, we can create one folder inside this. So we can name it like loop and we can copy it. Now let us open our Spring Tool suite, which is an Java editor, to create a Java project, and here we can give that path name and we can simply click on launch button. Now this is a Spring Tool suite, which is an editor with which we can create Java projects. Now here we can select the first option, which is a create a Java project, to create a new Java project, and here we can give our project name. So we can give like loop -example. This is the project name and this is the Java version we are going to use, which is a 21, and here for this module we can simply uncheck this, which is not needed. We can simply click on next button, and here this is the SRC package wherein all our source code will go inside this, and here you can check this option which will allow you to create all our class files inside this bin folder. Now we can simply click on finish button. So this is our project structure, and this is the project name, and this is the Java version we are using, and this is the SRC package. Now let us create one package inside that for our project with name, let's say com.loop, and inside that we can create one Java class. We can select, right click on this package, select new, and inside that we can select Java, and here we can give our actual project file name, Java file name, which is loop example. You can take any name and we can click on finish button. Now this is our first Java class. Now inside that, so this is the package first statement, and this is the class definition, class name, and now we can add one main method, so which is the starting point for any Java program from where it will start executing the Java statements. And these are some runtime arguments we need to pass if need be. Now this is the main method, which is the starting point. Now inside that we can first write our for loop code. Now here the syntax of for loop is like this one. First is a for keyword, which is available in Java. We can directly use that predefined keyword. And this is the initialization block, and after that we have condition, and after that which is separated by semicolon, and we can use update, and after this we have block of code which will get executed repeatedly. Now this is the syntax of for loop. This is the initialization part wherein we can initialize our variable. This is the condition. It will keep on checking for every variable value whether that value is met with this condition or not, and whatever condition is there it will keep on checking until that condition is true. It will allow to execute the code at here. And this is the update. If you want to do some updation or increment some value, so we can do that part at here. Now let us write the actual for loop for this. Now let us initialize the variable. We can take int I is equal to 1 here. This is the initialization part, Int is a primitive data type which will hold the integer value. This is the variable name and this is the actual value we have initialized with. Initially we have initialized with value 1, you can take any value. Next here we need to add the condition. So we can use while I is less than or equal to 5, we need to execute this loop, and after that we need to add one update like I plus plus. We need to increment the I value by 1 every time we execute this code. Next here we can write some statement like system.out. We want to print something, so for that here we can write, let's say this is the number as is, which is a string, and here we can append with we want to print the I value, and we need to complete our statement using semicolon. So this is the for loop. Now what will happen? First it will initialize with 1 I value. It will check the variable I value is less than 5 and it will found that it is less than 5. If this condition is true, now it will print this statement. Again after this it will increment the value of I by 1. Now it will become 2. I value is 2. Now it will check the condition. 2 is less than 5, which is true. Then again it will execute. Likewise it will keep on executing until this value of I will not exceed the 5. Once it exceeds the 5 value, that means if I is equal to 6, that time this condition will get failed and it will come out of this loop. So this is the general for loop we can use anywhere. Now let us see what is the while loop, how we can write that. So inside while we can first initialize the variable like let us take j variable is I. Now for while we can use the while keyword, which is a predefined available, and here we can check whether j variable is less than or equal to 5. If it is less than or equal to 5, then we can execute the statement. We can copy this line as is it here, and here we can say this is the count, j is for count, and here simply we need to print the count. Okay. So this is the while loop syntax, like this is where we are initializing the variable, and this is the while keyword which is a predefined keyword available in Java, and this is the actual condition we are going to check, like j is less than or equal to 5, and this is the block of code will get executed repeatedly until this condition is true. Now here you can see one more thing, like here it is getting incremented I value by 1 every time automatically because we have written it here. Now here there is no such provision, then we need to manually increment the j value after this one. Otherwise this loop will keep on executing infinitely. Okay, so that we need to avoid, because if we do not change this value, it will continuously keep on executing this value, because j's value will not get changed. For that reason we need to increment, and this is the care you should take, that j's value somehow this loop should get exited after certain time, or we need to write a condition in such a way that it should not go inside infinite loop. Now after the j value becomes 6, this will come out of this loop. It is similar to while, only this as long as this condition is true, this will keep on executing, and once the j's value becomes 6 or more than 5, then it will come out of this one. Now this j plus plus will increment the value of j by 1. So this is for loop. Now let us see how we can write a do while loop. This is for do while, and here we can define some variable, let's say int k is equal to 1, and after that we can write some condition like this is the do. Inside that we can write the block, so we can copy it, and here we can say value which is a k, and here we are going to check So writing this, after this we need to increment the value of k, otherwise it will again go into the infinite loop, which we don't want to do that. Now here we can say if k is less than or equal to 5, or let us take k is less than or equal to 3, and here we can complete the statement. Now we can save this. Now what we have done, this is the variable initialization. K is a variable we have initialized with some value 1, and this is the do loop, do while start with do keyword, and this is the block of statement which will executed first, and here this is the value k will get printed. Now it will increment the value of k by 1, and next it will check the condition again whether the value of k is less than or equal to 3. If this condition is true, it will again execute this statement, block of statement, and again the value of k will get incremented by 1. Now this time it will again check. So this will keep on checking. So this way it will work. Like then there is a question that will come in your mind, that what is the difference in between while and do while. So there is a main difference, like while will first check the condition, and if it is true, then only it will allow to execute the code which is inside this block. Whereas do while will first execute a block of code and then check the condition. Okay. So this code has to be executed at least one, because here at first we are not checking the condition, rather after executing the block we are checking the condition. So this is the main difference in between while and do while. Now let us run our program and check how it goes. Now simply we can right click and run as Java program. Now we can see, so here we can add a for loop number, and here we can say while count, and here we can say do while, so that we can judge the values. Fine. Now let us run this again and check. Okay. Now it for the for loop it is printing first to 5 values as per we have written. As long as I is equal to 5, it will print the values of I, and it is printing I from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For while loop, it is again initially it is a first one, j is equal to, so it is printing, and it will keep on printing as long as j is equal to 5 or less than or equal to 5. So these are the j values for while loop, and these are the 3 values for do while. So it will keep on checking the do while loop, and as long as k value is less than or equal to 3. So these are the 3 values of k. Now let us see, here I will initialize the k value by 6, just to check whether this block of code is executed once or not, and this condition is going to fail, that we are sure about, because 6 is greater than 3. Now let us run this and check how it goes. Now we can see the do while is getting executed once, because irrespective of what condition, whether it is true or false, it is executing at least for once, and for the next time the condition is failed. So for the next iteration the condition is failed, hence it is not printing any value as such. So this is how we can write this is how we can write loops in Java, and these are some different loops like for loop, while loop, and do while loop. So based on our requirement we can go for any loop, like it can be for, while, and do while. So I hope you must have enjoyed this video. I am going to share the code link for your reference. So please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching this.